What's up YouTube, welcome back to the review of the Honda Hness 350. I know that I'm posting videos back to back because 2 days ago I got the Meteor 350 and you would have seen the video. I dropped the bike, went to the next place, took this Hness, so I really got a chance to ride these two motorcycles back to back. But don't worry, this is not a comparison video, this is an exclusive review of the Hness 350. I really got a chance to ride this motorcycle because today morning I went out to review the motorcycle to an open highway. After crossing more than 100 kilometers I got to know that I haven't taken my GoPro batteries, so I had to came back to Bangalore again. So this review is after riding it for around 200 plus kilometers. So yes, let's get into the review. So in order to talk about the engine, I have to say that I had mixed feelings because I went and I got to know that I haven't taken the batteries. So when I was going, I was riding this motorcycle as a cruiser. I was trying to cruise it, then I was feeling that yes, this motorcycle is not doing that kind of a cruising. But when I was coming back from that ride, I was literally rushing towards Bangalore and I was riding it like a street bike. Then I got to know that the engine character of this 350cc suits more to a street bike than a cruiser. The reason is because this engine has a lot of punch in the mid-range as well as the top end. It loves to rev. You rev it hard, no vibration, absolute comfort. This engine begs you to rev. But if you try to shift early or if you try to be in that kind of an low end RP, this engine is not giving that fun factor. That's why I told I had mixed feelings on this motorcycle, but everything happened for good. That's why I could test this motorcycle as a street bike. I was literally ripping it out on the highway. I think I took almost 1.5 hours to travel that 100 kilometers. But while coming back, I almost hardly took 1 hour because I was ripping it hard on the highway. Super comfortable. The seats are ultimately comfortable. Let's walk around for some time. So it's a very basic and classy design. This design aspect itself coming from one of the previous motorcycles from Honda. Everything looks neat and clean. I'll say that they could have done something with the tail light. It looks way old. But the way the indicators and the headlight and things that you see on this motorcycle are LEDs, which is kind of okay. The headlight throw is okay. I'm not that a great fan of this headlight. So that's the view, and the fit and finish is like next level. Absolutely no complaints about it. I mean, it's a Honda. Honda never makes a mistake on the build quality. So let's go for a ride. Before that, I'll explain you the riding ergonomics. So when we get onto the motorcycle, it's not a super tall motorcycle, but I have to say that I don't have completely planted foot on both sides. Slightly tall, not too much. If you're someone like 5'6" or 5'7", easily manageable. 5'8" means you'll be having flat foot. 5'5" means you'll be tiptoeing, but this motorcycle is like very light, so don't worry about it. And let me walk through the switches on the handlebar. So this one is the engine kill switch, and this one is the hazard lamp. By the way, this is a Hness Dual-X. There are two variants, Dual-X and Dual-X Pro, and in Dual-X Pro you can connect your mobile with the dash, and it has a double horn also. That's the difference. So in a Dual-X Pro you'll be having some joystick, you'll be having some more switches here to navigate and all for your phone functionality. And here you have the horn, the indicator and the bus switch. Yeah, all basic here. And when we look onto the dial, it's a pretty basic stuff. You can see here everything is readable, no problem. Even at high speeds everything is readable. So this is the speedometer. You have the total kilometer here, 2 trip meters, the gear position indicator, the time, the fuel level indicator. That's it. And here you can see the traction control, warning light, the ABS warning light, the neutral. So that's what I told. Everything is basic. And yeah, of course this motorcycle comes with a traction control. If you ask me, do I really need a traction control on this motorcycle? I'll say no, because as I told, the low end of this motorcycle is not that punchy enough that you'll get rear wheel spin and all. I tried my best, but I couldn't. So in my opinion, it's Honda really want to put this motorcycle on to next level, competing with the competitors. That's why they have kept that traction control. I really don't see a need for it, but it's always a good feature because it's an electronic feature. You never know what kind of terrain you get into. So when we sit on the motorcycle, the footpeg is slightly forward set, that's all. Handlebar has a slight sporty feel. If this is my normal riding stance, a slight sporty feel. It gives a lot of control. I have to say that I'm riding this motorcycle just like a bicycle. I'm that confident on this motorcycle by now. That return 100 kilometers has developed a lot of confidence on this. And it has a typical exhaust note. I mean, I never expected this from Honda. Finally back on a proper road. Something very different from Honda. In fact, I would like to see this engine on the Honda Rebel than the Hness. Rebel would have been a game changer in the cruisers. So whenever you get a chance to ride this motorcycle, first thing you'll be noting will be the lighter clutch. Man, this clutch is so light. It also comes with slipper clutch, and the gear shift is also very precise. Typical Honda gearbox, very confident. So I'll try to pull the bike a little hard. In fact, the tire comes on this motorcycle is MRF zappers, and it has good cornering confidence also. And as you have seen, the engine, it's all about the top end, the mid-range and the top end. And this engine has any complaints when you take it to the top end. You would have noticed no vibration on the handlebar, nothing on the mirrors. Absolutely brilliant engine. And to talk about the suspension is very, very nice. I've ran through a lot of potholes in the morning, and the suspension has soaked it up very, very well. And when it comes to the braking, the rear brake is average and the front brake is kind of good. That's my personal feel. That's a typical street bike kind of a braking, where you have more braking capacity from the front and less from the back. And the seating is also so nice. Since there is no vibration coming onto the seat, there is no discomforts on the seat. The pillion seat is also nice. That's my personal feel. And coming to the ownership, I already mentioned that this is the Deluxe version, and this comes for 2,32,000 on road, and the Deluxe Pro comes for 2,38,000. And the service interval is once in 6,000, and a paid service will probably cost you somewhere around 2,000 rupees, which is kind of okay for this kind of a motorcycle. And the mileage predictions from Honda is like 35 to 40 km per liter, which is a very good mileage for this motorcycle. As I mentioned, I was doing very good speeds in the morning, and now also it has a lot of fuel. That means it has good fuel efficiency. I can feel that. So let's see who all can fit into this motorcycle. So in my opinion, if you are looking for a good city motorcycle, you want to ride it like a cycle, literally I'm mentioning that again, you can consider this motorcycle. But just the fact that if you are looking for an extremely torquey machine, this is not that one. If you can ride it in the mid ranges, that is absolutely fine, because if I lower the speed and try to whack open the throttle, you get that slight knocking feel. So you have to maintain a minimum speed in the top gear. And if you're looking for a highway tourer, amazing machine, man, amazing. Morning 200 kilometers were very nice. Yeah, I take that back. The first 100 kilometers were boring. The second 100 kilometers was absolutely insane. So the thing is, like, it reaches the 100 kilometer per mark in no time. The first gear will do a 40 kilometer per mark, second gear at 80 kilometer, and probably the fourth gear will take you up to 120 kilometer, and after that the fifth gear will take you nowhere. In fact, it is the cruising gear. So fifth gear means okay, yeah, Ram say go like that. Fourth gear, the first four gears are like really awesome. They are doing a great job. The fifth one is very, very lazy, and this has a bit taller gearing also. You can see that the RPM climbs in and all. You cannot see it literally because there is no tachometer. And again, if you are considering this motorcycle for touring, I suggest you to take a taller windscreen. That will give you a lot of wind protection. And also, you look at this tank, man. This is a metallic tank. You can have a magnetic tank here, and you can comfortably tie your saddlebags back there. So all your luggage is sorted. You can carry as much as luggage you want. And when it comes to off-road, better you consider a adventure motorcycle for that purpose. Otherwise, absolutely brilliant motorcycle from Honda for city and highways. And the main part is like, I'll say the main part is like, look at the fit and finish on this motorcycle, be it the painting or the quality of the alloys that you see on this motorcycle. It's brilliant. It's next level. I'm absolutely amazed with it. So if you are someone who also gives importance to quality of riding and reliability, definitely you should check it out. So that's it with this review on the Hness 350. I hope you have liked this video, and if you have any doubts on this motorcycle, do let me know in the comment section. And as always, show some love in the form of likes and comments. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.